Hi, I'm Creech. You can call me Chris. I'm an author, an entertainer, and a bit of a gambler. And I'm also transgender. I need to raise money for my top surgery. Now, if you'd like to help me get some bodacious tatas, you can always donate on my Cashapp. Otherwise, I think it's time for me to put my gambling skills to the test and hit the poker tables. Welcome, everyone, to Queens Are Better. Hi guys, and welcome to episode 5. To close out the first week, I'm doing something a little different. Number one, I got my new dress in. Isn't it so cute? Got it with my breastplate, which are size G cups. Let's hope, some luck, I end up with size G cups after surgery, which is what this is all about in a year or two. And I decided instead of just playing the regular tables like I have the last 4 days, I'm going to try a sit and go tournament. Play a regular 6-person tournament. If it'll let me in here. There are 4 people registered. I will be number 5. It cost me $1.65. This is what this entire episode is going to be about. So, let's cross our fingers that I can place in the top 2. As long as I place in the top 2, I'm in the good. If I don't, then I'm out $1.65, and I'll be right around even for the week, and that's okay. Yay. Okay, we've got 5 people registered, need 1 more, and we'll play. This will be the first time in probably a couple of years I have played a tournament. Friend of mine asking me about fishing in the morning. So yeah. I'm still kind of not completely out locally, which is the reason I'm moving soon. So I'm going fishing in masculine mode. Anymore, it's getting to the point that the more I'm in guy mode, the less and less I want to be in guy mode. So, yeah. I picked a regular tournament because I like the slower pace. I can more pick and choose what I play. And here we're getting started. I don't feel in any rush to play hands. I like my little avatar down here. The one thing that's going to throw me off is where I've been playing real money tables, and now I've got 2,000 in chips. So, compared to, the $2 I typically have. Let's see how it goes. Starting off with a 3 deuce suited in an early position. Let's raise to 60 and just see what happens early on. Oh, it looks like there was a $2 ante on this. I did not realize that. That's okay, though. Or just made a 3-bet initially. This is not a hand I'm a big fan of playing, but just to kind of fill the room here a little bit. See who I've got to be worried about and who I don't. Anytime you have low connectors, that's one of those that could be really good or really bad. Let's do a half pot just to see if I can bluff him out. If not, then this will be the end of it for me. Still not wearing my lucky bra, which may be a mistake. I put my chest plate on instead. Miss Fairy's coming over here to wish me luck. You guys got to meet her last episode. Her and her mother, Miss Spud, are running around here in my office. Which is usual. I'm trying to keep her down because I don't want her jumping all over my new dress, because by the time you guys watch this, I will have hopefully worn the new dress out in public. Oh, and yay, he folded. So, first hand, I'm a winner, which is nice. Yeah, I am not going to play this. One thing I like to think about when I'm playing tournaments is I like to think of the odds. So I have a 2 in 6 chance of making money right now, which is roughly 33% chance, 1 in 3. Again, I'm going to try to bluff Mr. BJT out. See what he does, and he calls 17. Oh, straight draw. Let's do a half pot and see what happens. 66. So I've won a couple hands early on. That could be either a blessing or a curse. I've kind of learned. I used to play a lot of tournaments back in the day. I kind of learned that playing a lot of tournaments, the people that usually end up winning a lot of hands early usually end up losing a lot of, or usually end up losing. So I don't want to win too many early hands. You know, it is always nice to get a little bit of a lead right off the bat, but I don't want it to be too big. Because people start seeing you're aggressive, the people that are conservative, they'll get a little more aggressive, and they'll tend to pick up on your tendencies. As with when I'm playing regularly, I like to kind of bounce between being really aggressive and being really conservative to keep people guessing. This jack I don't like. Kind of like being transgender, you know. I want tits, but I also have, you know, the male parts. So I'm seeing someone right now, but if I wasn't and you went on a date with me, I would keep you guessing. Did I just throw away a straight draw on the river? I would not have called that. Yeah, I would have missed my straight. Not a big deal. I'm kind of glad I didn't play. Okay, queens against pair of nines. Okay. 5-7. I'm not going to play. I always think it's interesting to see who the first person in a tournament out is. Yeah, playing in tournaments is really different than playing cash tables. Cash tables, I really worry more about what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not playing that. It's more about my bankroll and one of my other dogs in there barking. Sorry about that. It's really more about just managing my bankroll in the long term. I'm rooting for myself essentially, and I am here as well. But also I'm kind of rooting against the other players, because everybody that gets knocked out, that's one less person that I have to worry about, one less person between me and the money. So I've had times in my life, I don't really have a preference between playing cash games and tournaments. It just really depends on time. I've had times in my life where I've made a lot of money playing tournaments, and I've had times in my life where I do considerably better playing cash games. So it really all just depends. Ace King, and I'm on the big blind. This is good. See what does it. TWR 707 is going to do. You know, I'm going to re-raise both of them to 80, so double. Thinking one might stay in and one might drop, or they both may stay in. And they both stayed in. And that's a bad flop for me. Well, quarter pot is at 63. I'm thinking if it's a bad flop for me, it's going to be a bad flop for them as well. So now let's see how serious he is. Let's half pot it. If he calls me here, then he's got something. He's got at least a pair. At least a high pair. If he raises, then I'm thinking he's got at least jacks or better in the hole. And he folded. Alright. So that's got me in second place right now. Ace 8. I'm just gonna limp, which is something, if you guys have been watching all week, you know I rarely do. And I've got a flush draw. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do 62, which is essentially a 3-bet at this point. And he doubled me, so I'm gonna call just to see if I can draw the flush. I'm gonna check to see what he does. Not worth it on a flush draw. I'm thinking he probably had the flush. So I've got I'm fairly comfortably in second place right now, and I don't want to blow that. Not comfortably. I'm in second place. I'm going to play the 4-10. I hate throwing away an ace, but tournament play, I want to play a little bit more conservatively right now. The less people that are in, the more aggressive I'll get. For anyone wondering if you can hear my dog, that's Quack Quack. I call him that because when he just first started barking, it sounded like a quack, like a dog quack. He's in there fighting with his toy. He has a little stuffed bear that I 3-bet this. And him and one of my other dogs, actually his papa, tend to fight over that stuffed dog. I'll have to half pot it. No chance at my flush draw, but I could still get an ace. And what happened here? I bet I have dropped connection. There we go. Oh, blinds went up. Oh. And had to do nothing. That's always nice. Yay. Antes are now 3, blinds are now 15 and 30. I've got a queen 3 suited. I will call the big blind, but I'm not going any more than that. Nah. I just threw away a flush draw. But it's a queen high flush draw, so always like to look at the statistics when I'm in a tournament. I'm in second place right now. We still That just booted me up. Playing that. Nope, in second right now, barely. Next blinds will be in 9 minutes. Queen 3 suited on the button. I'm gonna 3-bet it. This is purely an attempt to steal the blinds. PJT, I'm having a hard time reading him. He's like me, and he varies it up. He plays aggressive for a few minutes, and then he'll slack off. And I stole the blinds, which is exactly what I was trying to do. 4 off. What do you guys think? Should I 3-bet again? Let's 3-bet it one more time. Anybody raises, I'll drop. As the blinds go up, people are going to get a little more conservative until yeah, I'm not going to play that. Because they're trying to preserve what money they do have. I'm in first place right now. Do I expect this to last? I hope it will. Do I expect it to? Not really. What did I throw away? Jack 9. I would have thrown away a mid pair. At this point, I think I'd be hoping for a 9. So they're betting big. So that guy's got at least aces. HP Lovecraft. Love that name, by the way. I'll come up to second place. Jackson Hole. It's a good position for me. Big blind, which I don't really care for. You know what? I'm gonna stay in. Okay. See what you do. I'm gonna half pot, which is just slightly over a 3-bet. There is a straight draw on the table. He checked, so I'm thinking he didn't get it. I'll half pot again. And I have got a full house, which is rare. Let's half pot again. I'm basically just trying to drain him for as much money as I can. He had a jack. Okay. A7 I'm comfortable with. Very comfortably in first place now. You know what? I'm going to limp on an A7. If BJT was smart here, he would 3-bet me. So you know what? I'll 3-bet him with a pair of aces. Okay. Ace Jack on the button. I like that. Definitely gonna 3-bet that. I know you guys heard me say over the last few days 3-bet a lot. What that means is I'm betting 3 times the big blind. We'll half pot this. He's got a third 8. Got it out in my mind. I'm backing off. Ace Queen. 3-bet it again. One of the first things I learned when playing poker is if you're going to be in on a hand, always at least 3-bet. Never just limp. Unless you do it for a specific reason. My reasons tend to be if somebody raises, it's okay to limp the raise as long as it's at least a 3-bet. And then if you're on the small blind and nobody raises the big blind, it's okay to limp. But otherwise, I try not to limp. Once in a while, I will do so just out of a morbid curiosity. It's usually not a good thing. What did I throw away there? Jack 6. I would have had a pair of 6s. Yeah. Alright. What happens here? This will be interesting. Ace 10 to a 7. He had a pair of 6s. I'm not playing that. Do not like this hand on the big blind. This is one of these where I'm not really going to play my cards. Just playing the other people. Yeah, dude, I'll let you have it. Steal the blinds. Lovecraft is a good player. Deuce 7 offsuit, which is the worst starting hand in all of poker. These two could duel again. Jerk the Jerk and HP Lovecraft. Uh-oh, a three-way. Love to see somebody go all in. They're all checking. One of them's got to make a bet here and try to pull the other two. All three of them made the bet. You know, this is one of those situations where I'm wondering if one of them maybe has a 5-8 or a 5-9. Queen 5 would be good right here too. Or even better yet, a pair of queens. But he's betting big, so he's either got something or he's pulling a big bluff. Yeah, both of them had the 3 5s. He had the bigger kicker, it looked like, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna fold. What did I fold right there? 8-7. I folded a straight. He's getting aggressive. Ace 8, the bane of my fucking existence. I'm gonna try one time to 3-bet it. If it don't work, I will humbly bow out. I am now in second place. I got a call over there. Let's see what laced aces does. And as usual, ace 8 does nothing for me. I'm gonna fold. Lines are now 25-15. King 9. If that was suited, I would play this. Now that we're in the third level of blinds, we're going to see people drop. TWR with him being in last place. If I was him, I would be essentially looking for a hand to go all in on. I'd love to see Lovecraft knock those 3 out in one hand. And there, I would not have got a flush. Somebody has to have a diamond. And they're all wondering who's got the ace of diamonds, or even the king of diamonds at this point. I don't think it's BJT. I think it's probably one of the other two. So yeah, I would have only had it. Would have had a bunch of nothing on that. Card away from the straight. He had the ace. The ace against the king. Yeah, I'm gonna fold Jack 8. Very early position. Well, actually, technically a mid position, but 10-6. I do not like this position. Or do it? Well, I like the position. And 3-bet it, just see if I can scare you out. Yeah, I am not gonna call it. Go all in on that. This jerk the jerk has got the right strategy. He's going to either really build up his bankroll or he's going to shoot himself in the foot. I'll 3-bet. Kind of went the way I figured it would. King 9 suited. I want to see one of these two call this guy. Oh, we got our first elimination. Well, he called him. And laced aces could go all in as well, will he? Come on, Lovecraft, knock 2 out. Oh, pair of aces against King Jack, so pair of aces against pair of kings. Da-da-dum, bum, bum. First one bites the dust. So we are down to 5. So I now have a 2 out of 5 percentage chance, or 2 out of 5 chance of making it in the money, which ups me from about a 33 and 1/3% chance of hitting the money to about a 40% chance. Hold that. Pocket 7, so I am gonna 3-bet. Very early position. I may be out of position to play a mid pocket pair. Okay, I took the blinds. I'm alright with that. 7 or 8. You know what? I'm gonna check. Best pot, which is essentially a 3-bet at this point. He called. I got 2 there. Stu half the pot again. I'm thinking he's got queens at this point. I'm gonna bet the pot. 7's full of 8s. He had pocket 9s. He had a nice hand. And I can tell you 1,000 times that hand would have won. That also boosted me up into 2nd place, which is where I'd love to be right now. Showdown. Somebody could get knocked out on this hand. Spud coming over here to wish me luck. Pair of 3s against a pair of 10s. And another one bites the dust. We are down to 4. A 3-bet it here just to see what happens. So So I now have a 50, just based on the number of people. When I say, when I'm throwing these odds out of my percentage of being in the money, that's just based on the number of people at the table. Realistically, I've probably got about a 60-65% chance. Maybe as high as 70 based on the pots or the stack sizes of finishing in the money. Just based on the number of people, I've got a 50% chance right now, which is a lot better than the 33 I started at. King Jack suited. I like this hand. You know what? I'm going to call him. He's got King Queen, my King Jack. He's got a pair of queens. And he's going to double up. That's okay. I'm still in second place, comfortably. I'd love to see Lovecraft knock BJT down a bit. Oh, that throwaway here. Do say, yeah, it was a smart throwaway. Essentially, this is going to come to Lovecraft is going to knock BJT down, or BJT essentially make this a three-way game between the three of us. 9 offsuit. Lines are getting ready to go back up. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna half pot you one time. You raise me. If you would have raised me, I would have let you have it. We're the 2 chip leaders, so I'm gonna limp this one. I want you to think I've got an ace. I do not. On Lovecraft. Right now, both Lovecraft and I should be using our stacks to our advantage. I'm just over double. I'm in second place, and I have just over double what third does. And Lovecraft has about $1,000 more than me, or 1,000 in chips more than me. I am no longer double what third place is. I'm gonna check. Three-way pot. I'm gonna 3-bet it just to see if I can scare one of these two out. He doubled me up. I'm gonna call one time. There's my pair of keys. So we'll half pot this. I don't think you've got a straight. If you got a straight, you would have bet higher. Just based on betting. I'll call. I think you've got a pair of kings with me. You got 3 threes. And just like that, I am in third place, which will be the first one out of the month. Inside straight draw. Take. King Jack. I'm gonna 3-bet. 380, so it's gonna be 240. He called. Love craps out. What about laced aces? He called. Do not like this. Check. Laced aces. I want to call it because I want to see the river. And I'm about to go this. Trying to bluff him out, and it did not work. Pair of tens. Fuck. And I'm about to drop in 4th place. At this point, I just need to look for a hand to double up on. And this will be it. 3 raise. Ace King against my pocket tens. Got tens and sixes. And he got the king on the river. And I drop out in 4th place. So my new dress didn't bring me any luck. I did have some fun. It's been a fun week. I'm about even for the week. So I'll see you guys next week. Let's see what happens. We'll keep playing. Remember, it's queens are better. Bye, guys.